Here you can see there are two diagrams. Diagram A shows the straight line. The type of the straight line equation y equals mx plus c. Diagram B shows the similar type of equation of the straight line. This is the straight line. Now I explain one by one. Diagram A, right? If you take this region shaded upper side from this straight line, that is the greater side. The downside of this straight line, lesser side. Now every time you should be able to understand the greater side is the upper side, lesser side is downside from the straight line. So how to represent y greater? The symbol showed y greater than something, right? Therefore, at the same time, the downside y less than something. Wherever, if you have seen y greater than, how to shade the region? Upper side. Downside, if you want to shade the downside, y less than something, right? You can see, actually, you can see the gradient of this straight line. What is the symbol of this? The gradient of this straight line, that should be positive, because now you can see this angle is acute angle, right? If you take the diagram 2, the gradient, now you can see that should be obtuse angle. So what is the angle of this obtuse angle? Now you can see this angle is obtuse angle. If you want to measure the gradient with the axis, positive x-axis, you have to measure the angle to the straight line anti-clockwise, this way. So if it is acute, that is the gradient is positive, right? If it is obtuse angle, the gradient is minus. You can see that, right? So I will explain two examples how to shade the region. Now question number 1, shade the region y less than x minus 4. Now you can see, right, if you take y equals mx plus c, now m is the gradient, c is the intercept of the straight line. Now if you take this, now y less than x minus 4, what is the gradient? Actually gradient is positive. Now that means 1x, the positive. Therefore gradient should be positive. That means gradient is positive. That should be the acute angle. Now intercept is what? It is minus 4. Therefore it should go through minus 4 on y-axis, right? So if you sketch this diagram, this type of graph will come, children, right? So now how to shade? As I told you, in London syllabus, we should shade unwanted region, not wanted region, right? So you can see actually y less than x minus 4. I told actually y less than, we should shade downside, y less than downside. But in the London syllabus, we should shade unwanted region. Then therefore what is the opposite side? So therefore we should shade this region. Right? This region. That is the answer for this. Right? Now if you want to explain, actually you can see, explain question number 2. shade the region y greater than minus 2x plus 1. Now you can see, actually, if you want to draw this straight line, this type of straight line will come, because why? The gradient is minus, that should be, obtuse angle with the positive x-axis. Now intercept is, now you can see intercept, actually plus 1, therefore it should go through plus 1. As I told you, y greater than minus 2x plus 1. Now upper side is the greater side. Upper side is the greater side. Downside is the lesser side. Actually, if you want to shade this region, you should shade upper side. Actually, wanted region is upper side. Therefore, in the London syllabus, we have to shade the unwanted region. Therefore, we should shade the downside. Right? Downside. So this is the answer for this. Right? Thank you very much, the children. I think you have understood these two examples.